in my life, never in my life, never use my head again.
Merry Christmas, everyone. How we doing? So exciting. So excited you're here. Today I am gonna talk about poetry because I feel like that's something that's underrated these days. Like people don't really love poetry books, but let me tell you, one of the best ways to get into poetry is to do audiobooks. Now, this poetry collection I read this year, I really loved it, by Warsan Shire. Blessed the Daughter Raised by a Voice in Her Head. Her earlier collection was helped inspire Beyoncé's Lemonade album, so you know it's really good. But this is one of those books that I really enjoy. Aside from that, I think it's very important for us to like do audiobooks, get into audiobooks, because I read the debut collection. I don't remember what it's called, the debut collection, her debut collection. Yeah, Teaching My Mother How to Give Birth, that's what it's called. Yeah, I listened to it on audiobook. I borrowed it from my library. By this time, I hope everyone has a library card. If you're in the US, Canada, wherever you are, and you have a library card, if you're in Nigeria and you can't get access to a library, I don't know what to do about that. But if you're in the US, Canada, yeah, get a library card. If you're in Nigeria, you know all the websites for, yeah. But get a library card and listen to the poems on audiobook. Let me tell you. Or also Audible, if you can pay for Audible, yes, get Audible, do that. But I use my library's Libby app to download audiobooks and listen to them. And let me tell you, I just realized that the best way to consume poetry is audiobooks. Like, poetry collections have been really hard for me to read for a long time, but consuming them via their audiobooks has been the best thing ever, because like you hear them said, like you can like stay in them. I've been listening to this podcast, this poetry podcast. I don't remember what it's called, but I'll put the title over here. And it has been so powerful and so encouraging. Like, I don't think I have had anything as beautiful as that poetry podcast. It just like reads the poems, he explains them, gives me insights into them. Like, it's been so helpful. So I think that's something you could also do as well. Like, get into poetry podcasts. They help consume poetry, because many people don't like reading poetry. But poetry podcasts, audiobooks, short collections, and they help. But this one is really powerful because the writer has a very strong way with words, and they help you like get into the poems in the way that a lot of other books do not. This one I'm gonna read. I'm not the best at reading poetry, but I'm gonna try this for you guys. It's called Extreme Girlhood. Let's read it. So it says, a loop, a girl born to each family, prelude to suffering. Bless the baby girl, call of dissatisfaction, patron saint of not good enough. Are you dear God? It's me, Warsan, maladaptive, daydreaming, obsessive, disassociative. Born to a lullaby, lamenting melanin, newborn ears checked for the first signs of color. At first, I was afraid, I was petrified. The child reads surahs each night to veil from ill-protecting body and home from intruders. She wakes with a fright, someone cutting the rope, something creeping deep inside her. Are you dear God? It's me, the ugly one. Bless the type 4 child. Scalp massage with milk of cruelty, cranium crushed between adult knees, drenched in pink lotion. Remember everything you did to me, I remember. Wow. Mama, I made it out of your home, alive, raised by the voices in my head. I don't know if you guys caught a lot of the things happening there. That's why I love poetry. It's like subtle. There's a lot of like subtlety happening in here. There's like so much happening here, but it's like subtle imagery and like things, and you have to really read closely. I like the reference to type 4 here. It said, bless the type 4 child, scalp massage with the milk of cruelty. Dear God, it's me, the ugly one. And then it says, everything you did to me, I remember. But then also this line kind of stuck with me. It says, she wakes up with a fright, something cuts in the rope, slow, something creeping deep inside her. And the poem is called Extreme Girlhood, so you can connote and denote all of the things happening there. But this was very interesting, like this was powerful. Yeah, I love this cover image. Like, it's gorgeous. I like, this is literally beautiful. So very excited for you guys to lay your hands on this. I think one thing that struck me about this collection is the amount of vulnerability that was possible in this book. Like, that's the thing about literature, it just like does something vulnerable. Like, the writer poured out herself into the work. You could feel it was from a real place. There was a human connection to it. I just felt very drawn and like entranced by it, and I'm very excited. Like, no, it kind of challenged me that in my own writing I should like explore more vulnerability. Obviously, I am very like skeptical about like commodifying pain for just for the publishing industry, but I think there is room to acknowledge and like sift out those deep set desires and explore them in writing. And there's a difference between just like commodifying pain. So I'm trying to find that balance. But this was a very, very vulnerable, raw, interesting like look into her life. And that poem, I loved all the like, do you guys want me to read one more? I'm gonna read this one real quickly. I'm just like randomly reading any ones. I'm not like choosing the ones I like the best, but this is like random poems. This one is called My Loneliness is Killing Me. He smokes until he sees something moving in the smoke. Remembers joy like blindness. Swimming at... Okay, I'm gonna butcher a lot of the pronunciation, so I'm gonna stop right there. Yeah, but this is beautiful. I'm excited for you guys to read it. Pick it up, it's gorgeous. But yeah, that has been it. Read more poetry. Welcome. Excited to see you guys in the next video. Yeah. Let me know in the comments what books you want me to talk about. I have so many interesting books that I have opinions about, and I love sharing opinions. Let me know what books you want me to talk about, and I will talk about them. Like, I can talk about books all day long. Like, I have no qualms about that. Just let me know which books should I talk about, and I will talk about them. But yeah, see you guys later. Bye.